Alright, how are we looking? Spicy? Okay. Alright, let's get our Ryan's Eye. Hey, likewise, what's up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Hey, Skylar, what's up? Welcome all to the stream. It's okay. Good, good. Yeah, sorry folks, I've been away for a while. I just got back from a business trip, so I didn't really have much time to play the last week. I was out of town pretty much the whole week. Tried to bring my laptop and play on that, but didn't work very well. No GPU. It's nice to get back though. Business trips are no fun. What are you guys up to? What's keeping y'all entertained these days? T17 Harvest Farm. What is T17? I don't think there was T17 when I played. Or was there? Was new map tier? Okay. Oh, that's cool. I'm guessing that's what, monster level 84, unless they changed all that. Oh, is there like special map mods that only roll on that? Okay, well that sounds pretty fun though. Like a challenge mode, that's cool. I like that. It's interesting they haven't really raised the highest tier of maps since I played. It was always level 84 monsters was kind of like the highest. But also, I guess they don't want to trivialize getting to level 100. They keep it interesting. Yeah, it seems like every cycle they pump out a lot of content. No, the last Epoch devs were talking about how much content Piri puts out. Hey Broody, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a great day so far. It's a bit of a chill stream today. I need to rest my brain a little bit after a long week. New Scarab that gets bonus XP for every shrine buff. Oh, okay. And there's also mechanics that you can use to give yourself more shrine buffs, if I remember correctly. It's like uniques or something. Sounds pretty cool. I would kind of like to theory craft a new build. So I feel like this build right now, there isn't really a whole lot stopping me from just pushing to 7,000-8,000 whatever corruption, but just really time consuming. You can have 5 to 10 shrines per map. Okay. Fair enough. Waiting for... You're waiting for red ring? LP red ring or just any red ring? This red ring is a pain to farm. It's very slow. What amulet am I going for? I'm looking for a LP Orion's Eye. Ideally a 2 LP would be nice. I want to try out the Orion's Eye though, because I think it could be best in slot. Why not 4? I don't know. I don't have enough years left in my life to get a 4 LP. I don't know if I'm gonna go for that. Never seen one? Yeah, they don't drop as 4 LP ever. Even the 2 LP is like 1% chance or something. Hey Lotus, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Did you see the video I put up? I think yesterday. I know you were having some issues with your drops, but the alternate skill tree I showed, you don't really need to have the Twisted Heart or anything for that to work. I don't know if you're still interested in trying to make that work. You just spend some pile of favor to get these amulets though, they're really rare. Going for your build from YouTube, then seeing me streaming? Hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't really been streaming the last little bit because I was away on a business trip. I just got back. And then yesterday I was pretty much just completely drained, no energy at all. But yeah, feel free to throw any questions on the build my way. I'm always happy to help. Anything we can do to help the boys. Lot of favor to blow through. Give me the amulets though. Just grinding for the belt. You already got an LP Orion. Nice. I don't even have an LP Orion. The belt is such a pain though. Holy crap, dude. I finally got a 2 LP belt, but it was a low roll, so it's not even worth. Hey Arrow, what's up? Welcome back. How's it going? Pretty well. Pretty well. I had a very long week, but I am rested up now, ready to do some blasting. You don't know if you want to mess with it? Yeah. I don't blame you. I think they announced the 1.1 was going to be in July, so I think that means we have about 2 months left of Cycle 1. So if any of you guys want to give up the build a try, there's still some time. There's a pretty high chance that this build is heavily nerfed going into Cycle 2. Yeah, the rates are bad. I was talking to, actually, I guess on that note, I was talking to Dread earlier today, and he was saying that the devs apparently were looking at this Gift of Winter node in Frostclaw, and they were saying that it is not supposed to interact with the additional casts on Frostclaw. So if they do end up changing this to only be on direct cast, it'll kill our mana pretty badly. But I have already theory crafted a new version of Frostclaw that will work, even if they nerf it. And I think even with this node being nerfed, we probably will still be able to have at least an A tier Frostclaw build. So I'm pretty excited about that. Trying to theory craft a new way to make it work. Should be interesting. If they do make that change, I'll make a video on the new tree. LP Prophecies feels bad. Always feels bad to roll Prophecies when there's only like one thing that you actually care about. So you just waste so much on rerolls. I could also do the Exalts, because I'm going to need some slam bases too. I guess I could run some Exalts. I'm only trying to slam at 1 or 2 LP, so I don't really need a perfect Exalt. I just need one good T7. The 2 LP is the dream, though. Are any of you guys planning on playing the Diablo 4 season? I haven't really been following, but I heard a lot of people are pretty hype about all the changes. I don't know if I'm gonna bother playing. Nothing worse than a company saying something's not supposed to work that way than nerfing it to the ground. Well, they technically said that it's not supposed to work this way, but because I'm pretty sure that the tooltip here, it says you have a chance to gain mana when you cast it. It doesn't say direct cast, it just says cast. So according to the description here, I think technically it is working. Like it's working as, I don't want to say intended, because obviously it's not intended, but it seems like it is actually working as you would expect based on the way this is written. So yeah. Well, the ballista was literally not, like, it's kind of not exactly the same, right? Like, if a skill works the way the tooltip says it should work, then I wouldn't really call that a bug. It's just overpowered. But if the tooltip says that, like, you should get, like, 1 damage and you get, like, 10 damage, then that's a bug. So in the case of Frostclaw, I don't really think it's, like, technically bugged. So they probably won't make any changes to it until 1.1. If this build ends up being totally nerfed, any ideas on what you'll be playing? I have no idea. I haven't really put any thought into it. Chances are, if this build gets nerfed, it'll be in 1.1. And even if it does, I'm gonna try and make it work, because I know there's already a lot of people that subscribe to my YouTube because of the Frostclaw build. So I feel like I owe a bit of a duty to try and at least make it work after whatever nerfs they end up doing. So before I try a new build, I'm going to try and make sure that I can at least have a good Frostclaw build going. But I'm pretty sure, unless they nerf some other stuff too, it should still be viable. I think it'll be at least A tier. Hey Raven, what's up? How's it going? How's your grind going? You think that's just an excuse to nerf a dominating build? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know whether it's an excuse or not. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it's healthy for the game to have builds that are so far above every other build. And you could say like, oh yeah, just buff every other build, but like Frostclaw is like 10 times better, at least. Probably like 10 to 100 times better than most other builds in the game, and there's just a few other builds that are also completely overtuned that are at the same tier as Frostclaw. So I don't think there's anything wrong with them bringing Frostclaw back to Earth, I guess we could say. You got burned out from all the Arbor Farm? Yeah, Arbor Farm sucks. What do you think about Lightning Blast, Mage? I think Lightning Blast is a good skill. Even right now, you can make a really strong Lightning Blast build. I don't know if Lightning Blast even needs buffs. It's just not super meta, but it's still a really good skill. Not failed, but you haven't got the desired mods on them? Oh, your Exalted Base amulets, yeah. Running out of Exalted Bases on CoF sucks. It's such a pain to refarm those. Yeah, I think that they're gonna buff some builds and nerf other builds, right? Because they want to keep the meta fresh. As much as people really enjoy to play a strong build, I think there's also a desire for, like, some freshness, right? Like, if the same builds are the best every single cycle, then people will get bored. Definitely need some mixing things up a bit. I know I'm probably in the minority, but if they nerfed Frostclaw today, I don't even know if I would be that sad. I'd be excited to try and find a way to make it work, and if not, then I'd be excited to try a new build and try and make something else broken. Although I don't really agree with like mid-cycle nerfs, because like a lot of people don't put as much time into their builds as I do, and it's not really fair for them to put a really cool character together to just have it suddenly not be worth using anymore. That's not a good feeling. Accidentally like in PoE. PoE is probably a nightmare to balance though. So with how much complexity exists in PoE, every single patch has like huge potential to just have unintended interactions between various skills, items, passives, whatever. There's just so much stuff that can excuse me. So much stuff that can just like suddenly break. Oh, rip. I think I have a cold coming on. So much stuff also balances out the game? Maybe. I think part of the fun of the game is just discovering what is strong. There's so much opportunity in PoE to like make your own builds. PoE's crazy, you tried it and then ended up quitting. Yeah, it can be really overwhelming to get started. That's pretty understandable, especially like if you hadn't played since the beginning. There's just so much content to get caught up on. When there's a lot of broken stuff to be stronger, or just make mobs stronger. Yeah, if you balance around like, oh, people are just gonna use broken stuff, then it means that like every build that doesn't have a broken interaction is just not going to be viable. I don't know. It's hard to balance games. And also PoE, a lot of the character's strength is in the items, so like you could take a really terrible build, and if your gear is good enough, it's gonna dominate the game. Like every bit of content you can crush with really good gear. In Last Epoch, your gear matters a lot less than the build you're playing. If you take a broken build and you put shitty gear on it, it's still gonna dominate. But if you take a really crappy build and you put good gear on it, it still might not be good enough. Depending on what you're trying to do. Do you like having strength in gear? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I'd like some balance between PoE and Last Epoch. Like, I feel like Last Epoch might go a little bit too far in all the strength being in the skills and passives. And I think PoE might go a bit too far in making all the strength in the gear. Or, I guess I don't want to say gear, items in general. Because that includes, like, the sockets you put inside the passive trees, and the gems, and the jewels, and all those things. Those are all items, too. Not having Divine, 100%. Completely agree with you there. It feels really bad to find, like, the craziest unique with, like, way more LP than you ever expect to get. You probably will never see one that good again, but then it's just a terrible roll. And for some uniques, the roll is extremely important, and then this item that you found that's just, like, super exciting, it's not even worth using. And there's no way to fix the item either. Like, it's such a terrible feeling. You don't think it's broken, you just think the other classes don't have viable skills passive? Well, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Like, we're looking at the game and, like, what are the strongest classes right now? Other than a few outlier builds, like the Marksman, whatever, the strongest classes are Rune Master, probably Warlock, and Falconer, which are the newest builds, right? Like, all the newest builds are the strongest. Newest classes, rather. Like, the other classes have some strong builds sprinkled in there, but, like, overall, the passive tree, like, the Rune Master passive tree, has just so much insane stuff. You could give me another, like, 20 passive points, and I'd still have really good notes to put them in. But yeah, I hope that they, like, go back and adjust some of the older classes, make them stronger. Wait, who dropped a... Someone dropped a 3LP Twisted Heart? Who is Frost? Divine Bolt Paladin? Yeah, exactly. But, yeah. Drop for you. Oh, shit. Let's go. Congrats, that's awesome. 3LP Twisted Heart is insane, though. That's so crazy. Don't forget Lightning Marks. Yeah, no, I did... That's what I meant when I said, like, the classes have a few, like, outlier builds. But, like, Lightning Marksman, I am FrozenSentinel. Fair enough. That's true. That is true. Yeah, Lightning Marksman... I'm pretty sure it's only crazy because it's bugged, though. You still need a slam? Yeah. Yeah, true. I hope you get your slam. That'd be really, really upsetting if you miss the T7 on the 3LP. So that's like a once in a cycle drop right there. It's not something that you're gonna probably get another one. Yeah, I don't really include marksman because it's not normally an overpowered class. It's just there's currently an overpowered build because of some interaction that's not intended. You already posted in the Discord. Let me take a look. I don't think I've seen that. Where did you post it? I don't think I saw it. Yeah, I hope you get your slam though. Oh, the Discord for Ellie, yeah. Item showcase. Oh, I see it. There it is. It's a pretty good roll too. 14 strength, 14 cast speed, 7%. That's insane. Yeah. You don't think Rune Master's Broken is just way too powerful? Yeah, I mean, I think Rune Master could be toned down, or everything else brought up. It's all the same in the end, really. I just think the classes or whatever should be more balanced. Doesn't matter how they do it. There are no good builds for a true marksman. There was like a bow build that you would like shoot a bunch of stuff. I think it was like Frenzy, and then it would trigger a bunch of other arrows. I think that build was okay. But yeah, there's not many good marksman builds. At least not that I know of. Flurry? Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Flurry multi-shot. I think that's the build, yeah. I heard it was pretty good. I don't think I ever tried it though. Oh, it's weak now? Oh, well, rip. Never mind then. That is a feels bad. See, this is one of the things that kind of makes endgame CoF feel really terrible. How long have I been streaming? And I've been just rolling prophecy the whole time. Like, I just want to play the game, and here I am rolling prophecies. And then I spend another bunch of time looking at all the items on the ground. It just feels pretty... I don't know. It feels pretty anti-fun. I wish there was a way to, like, speed this up. You can't go empowered. Not enough damage output? Oof. Loot filter for uniques? Yeah, there's loot filter for uniques. That's one big thing that they could do. And then it would be nice if there was some kind of like extra multiplier for these prophecies, where you could make them all, I don't know, like cost like 5 times as much and get 5 times more, like kind of like these lenses here, but like more like that. Like these are only 2 times items, 2 times cost. Like, give me something that I can burn my favor quicker. Although I'm also kind of in the minority. Like, I don't think many people are farming hundreds of thousands of favor an hour, so it might not be an issue that's worth addressing. You don't know why they don't put Oracle Eternal on? Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I've been complaining about for a while is the base types are extremely hard to farm, and also mage drops are complete pain. Even if you do the mage farm, it still sucks. It would help if you could choose a specific timeline and get prophecies for that one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that would help too. Just the amount of rerolls I need to do kind of wastes a lot of time. Like, even if I could just, like have it auto-roll, like, I could pick prophecies that I was interested in and then just, like, click, like, automate or something, and it just rolls them all for me. And then I can go, like, take a bathroom break or something while it rolls my prophecies. Be pretty happy with that. Just doing this manually every time is such a pain. It's really exhausting. They put Rune of Creation. Yeah, there's some really crappy bases. Does Runic Invocation do anything passively? Yes, you get the runes. To be fair, it's still better than dealing with Merchant Guild UI. I don't know. I haven't dealt with the Merchant Guild UI, but the amount of time I spend rolling prophecies and then sifting through uniques, like it's gotta be worse, right? Like if I do like a 5-6 hour session, probably like 2 of those hours is rolling prophecies and then also like mousing over unique items. I mean, I know I have to like remind myself that it's like, oh, well, you're at thousands of corruption. Of course you have that problem. Yeah, so the Runic Invocation, the passive, is it gives you runes. If you don't have it on your bar, you don't get runes. And there's stuff in our passive tree. You can see like ward per rune. I don't think that these work if you don't have Runic on your bar. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I could be wrong. I haven't actually tested without Runic because it's just so good. You think they need to work on quality of life? Yeah, 100%. I agree. There's a lot of quality of life things missing that would just make the game feel a lot better. A lot of filter improvements, a lot of bizarre improvements. I don't know if you were around, Dread, when Muffin was in the chat, and he was talking about some of the Merchant Guild UI improvements that they were working on. I don't know if it's going to make it into next cycle. Yeah, no, 100%. I know, I'm in insane amounts of corruption. I agree. Like, what I'm doing is completely unintended. So yeah, it wouldn't feel as bad, but I still think it would be pretty bad. Even at like 700 corruption, it still doesn't feel good. Have I seen the teaser trailer for next cycle? Yes, I did. I'm pretty excited. I really like boss fights in games like this, so I'm super hyped. If Snap Freeze didn't exist, you wouldn't have nearly this much favor? I don't know. Probably not. This build can do 3000 Corruption Shade. I was face tanking 2000 Corruption Shade without much issue. Like, without trying to play the video game, even. So I don't think that it would have a problem getting to 3000, even without the Snap Freeze. But to a certain point, eventually you just get one shot. I don't think Mike said that 300C is supposed to be the cap. Mike just said that 300 was like his arbitrary benchmark for when a build is like a success. Like, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go beyond 300 or builds shouldn't be able to get further. MG is good for quick gearing on meta gear. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, meta items are expensive for Merchant Guild. Off meta is not really a thing. Merchant Guild, it's just way easier to get off meta items. $2K no issue, 3K you need microdot. Yeah, exactly. Once you get to like 3K corruption, you have to start playing the video game. Even as this build. You made a video? I might have seen that video, actually. I don't remember. do you think that 5 to 700 is a problem, that it's the standard? Or, I mean, the corruption number itself is just an arbitrary value, right? Like, the number could be anything, but I mean, like, as far as the time it takes to get to 5 to 700 and, like, the weird wonkiness that starts to happen, it seems fine? Yeah, okay. But the other thing, too, is that, like, okay, let's say that the completely broken mechanics don't exist. Let's pretend that every bug is fixed, everything that's completely unintended is fixed. Like, all that stuff, right? Like, let's pretend that the game is just completely balanced. Even if that's the case, a relatively meta build, a player who puts, like, 2 weeks into the build and then quits and goes plays another game, someone like you or me who put, well, I guess you play a lot of builds, but like somebody who, like me, who puts in like a crazy amount of time into a single build, min-maxing it, my character is going to be like several orders of magnitude stronger than the person who quit at week 2, right? So like even if they get to 500 corruption on their S tier build, I'm probably going to get well past 1,000. Unless they change the difficulty to not be linearly scaling. Like the min-maxers, like myself and others, they're always going to get way deeper into corruption. Just because our gear is so much better. It's less about the number, more about the required damage time to go favorite. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that like, if we say, like, let's say a build can get to 2000 corruption, but it takes you so long to kill anything that it's like not viable, so you just don't do it, then that's okay, right? Because it's an incentive. Like, if people want to like challenge mode, see how far they can push, it's fine. But like right now, with the way that corruption and experience scales favor, for CoF players, Age Prison. I wasn't sure what you were talking about. Yeah, but like I was saying, it seems like players like me who put way too much time, like, we're just gonna get really, really deep into corruption. Like, even if the game isn't balanced around 1,000 plus corruption, if it's efficient, min-maxers are gonna get there. But maybe that's okay, right? But also, like I was saying too, is with the way that experience scales with corruption and favor, even if I can do twice as much corruption and it takes me like less than twice as long, I'm still coming out ahead. Like, I'm still winning. You'd be fine if they nerf builds so they can't go above 1k, but then buff. Maybe? I don't know. I think it's a little bit lame how rare 4 LPs are as CoF. Is it still playable if they remove the unintended gift of winter? Yeah. Yeah, it'll still be playable. The build is probably going to lose like maybe 60% of its damage. If they change nothing else and just change Gift of Winter, we'll probably lose like 2/3 of our damage. But I think it'll still be playable. I mean, you could take away like 80% of this build's damage and it would still be S tier. 1 to 2 LP items feels like running builds with 4 link and PoE. I don't know. It depends on the item. Like, some items are like crazy strong, and having a 1 LP with a T7 on it already makes it like a crazy item. In PoE, your endgame build expects you to have a 6-link. Like, that's just normal. I think we need to, like, set our expectations over, like, what the power level they're trying to make realistically achievable. The game does not tell you properly what your limit on gear is. I don't think it needs to tell you. That's fine. Like, you sort of just feel it as you play, right? Like me, I run a bunch of boot prophecies. Like, let's say I run like 1,000 boot prophecies, some crazy number. And then I drop like... I guess that's an unreasonable number. That's not a normal person number. We'll say I run like 10 boot prophecies and I drop like 100 boots. And I get like 2 LP. Well, now that tells me that 2 LPs are like almost unobtainable. So I'm not going to try and get a 3 LP. But also, like, if you're a new player and you drop like some 4 LP that's like giga rare, you don't know that that's a crazy drop that you need to like wait for a really good exalt to put into it. Like, for me, I just look it up and I'm like, oh, that's LP level 100 with a 4 LP, damn. That's really rare. But then I've seen people put, like, questionable exalts into, like, a 3 LP Twisted Heart. And I'm like, oh man, that feels really bad. I'm not calling anyone out, by the way. I'm sorry, it's maybe a bad example. But I'm just saying, like, while you're playing, eventually you're going to drop a really rare 4LP, it just probably won't be for the build that you're playing. And that might be okay. Like, that's still some incentive to play the game again with a different build. Like, I like the way that balance exists, because that's always incentive. If you only dropped items for your build, then you would have a lot less incentive to try other builds. Last patch, Nixang with 1 LP was S tier. Now if you don't have it, yeah. Yeah, now even like min-maxers have 3 LP Exsanguinuses. I don't know if anybody has like a good 4 LP, but yeah, like a min-maxed merchant guild probably has a 3 LP Exsanguinus, which is, yeah, it's insane. Like, looking back at my characters pre 1.0, they're not even like remotely close to the same level of gear. The downside of having this... Now it doesn't matter? Yeah. I think once you reach a certain threshold, like it... Yeah, like what you're saying makes sense. And like there's a certain threshold of stats. Like, just as an example, on the Catalyst, the suffixes are generally not that great, but the prefixes are really good. If you can get to like a 2 LP on like Enigma with 2 good stats, the level of power that you have is just so much higher. Like, getting a 3 LP is like kind of whatever, like once in a blue moon drop you get like a slight power increase, but like just getting that extra cast speed that's like already really hard to get is such a power spike. And I remember, like, last patch, having like an LP Twisted Heart with +4 on it. Like, I remember I saw Perry's video on Frostclaw pre 1.0, and I was like, wow, what? He has a +4 Frostclaw on his Twisted Heart? That's insane. I just thought it was like the craziest thing ever. And that's not even that crazy of an example, too. That's a boss drop. Like, CoF doesn't even get that much boost to boss drops. lot more people are playing. I mean, a lot more people are playing too, but like, a lot of the min-maxers with the crazy gear today are the same people pre 1.0. Like, a lot of the diehard last Epoch fans are... They've been around for a bit, so... It's just less crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, if you're playing Merchant Guild and you want to make an off-meta build, you can realistically get like a bunch of 4 LPs. Like, as long as it's not like a desirable item, you can probably get 4 LPs. Something with like an LP level less than, I don't know, maybe 80. Alright, let me have a look at this. 1 LP... Is it? That's expensive. Damn, 1.0 has really warped my perception. Dragoreth is a common, though. Yeah, I guess I've just been playing 1.0 way too long. Like, I just look at this gear and I'm like, damn, that's like, I wouldn't even pick that up off the ground. But like, back then, like, how did we target farm? Like, what did we even do? Did we actually do the timeline target farming? I don't even remember. Like, did we actually do the unique item type echoes? You used to hear this music on GTA Online guide videos? Probably. This is royalty-free music. Because otherwise YouTube will slap my butt. We did timeline target farm, relied on random drops. Alright. I'm gonna finish my roll here real quick. Actually, I am done. Just for fun, let's look at some of my pre 1.0 characters. Why not? This will be fun. We're going back in time a little bit here. Let's see, Legacy. All right, we have Harry Beefcake, we have Big Smash, we have Zoomy Boy. What else we have? Bigger Smash. Alright, let's see. This was my Rune Master. My pre 1.0 Rune Master. Let's see what we have. Zoomy Boy. Alright, here we go. This is Zoomy Boy. Alright, so we have the Velatrias, of course. Classic. This is a T6 intelligence. Wow, amazing. With lightning crit multi. Then we had Frailty, because that was the only way I could get it. With a T7 spell crit and crit multi. See, this is actually not even bad. 17 int Ferribors. What else we have? Mana regen, lightning. This is not very good. This is terrible. This is like... Oh, because of the int. This is 10 int. I don't think I ever even found a T7 int ring, so I was just using this crap. Then we have a T7 int glove. With basically nothing else. Just mana armor, I guess. Some res. These boots... We have T6 int T5 move speed. This is actually really good. With a T5 sealed experimental. That's actually pretty good. And we have some actually not bad idols too. This is pretty decent for the time. And this was like a 600 corruption build at the time. Certainly can't do 600 corruption now, I know that. Oh, look! I found the only other person in the game using Valatria's staff. Look at this. Look, we match. Try 600C on it now? Alright. Sure. I'll instantly die. He's a sentinel too. What would a sentinel be doing with that? Oh, you sent another planner, let's see. You have T7 shred. T6 health on that, that's pretty nice. Block chance. That bleeding heart's a little bit sad. Should invite the dude to a party? Yeah, 620 corruption. Alright, here we go. Oh god, what am I doing? Oh, I screwed up my hotkeys. Oh no, help me please. I forgot I changed my key bindings. Oh no. Okay. Shit. It's like, what am I doing? Let's see. Why did I do that? This is so jank. Alright, whatever. We don't have Runic. It's fine. We don't need it though, right? Alright, here we go. Legacy, Frostclaw. We're doing it! Guys, we haven't died. We haven't died. Look at me. Look how strong I am. Yeah, this is actually not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought my build was going to be like complete poo-poo. My mana situation is not great. Oh, and we're gone. I was curious if that fire thing was going to one-shot me, and it does. Now this build with the new items. Honestly, I was testing earlier today. I was testing this earlier today on my proper character. And with the Valatria set, I was doing 3000 corruption, and it wasn't too bad. I think there's a chance that the Valatria set could actually be decent. That's why the devs still need to relook at the game and detail and balance, because the rules and standards of characters are significantly higher. Yeah, exactly. It's a big difference. And like when characters just get way stronger, it changes everything, right? Like T4s are completely trivial now to anybody who's been in Empowered for like a day or two. Because Julra hasn't gotten harder. Julra is still the same Julra pre 1.0, right? I think that's the case. Which is the 16. Alright, I'm trolling right now. This build is all jank. What have I done? I'm experimenting, guys. Don't hate on me too much. I'm trying Fire Frostclaw with Ladle. And Teleport. Why am I doing this? I don't even remember. Oh, I remember now. Because I have 6,000 armor, that's why. Look at this shit. I have 6,000 armor with Runeward Inferno. So another 30%. That's why I'm doing this. Aurora's Time Glass, sure, I'll add it to the pile. This is such a troll setup. But maybe it's actually good? Question mark? Yeah, see, like, this is the part that's, like, really anti-fun. Balance problems make a lot more sense. Yeah. I mean, CoF is like miles better. Like, you couldn't really target anything before. Like, pre 1.0, your best bet targeting was like the stupid unique echo. You like complete an echo and it's like, it just poops out one unique item. That might even be a set item. It might not even be unique. Like, target farming before was such a pain. And then you have your 1 in 4 slam at the Sanctum. And you miss? Oh no. You finally get your unique after like 2 months of farming and then you miss. Instant sad. Feeling pretty tanky right now. With all this armor. That's a lot of armor. Basically it's soft cap. The expectations were... Yeah. I mean, that's true. Yeah. I think that's the thing, right? Like, as the gear gets easier to obtain, your expectations of what you should be able to do also go up with it. And it always just ends up reaching a certain equilibrium of like what you expect from any build. Like, I think regardless of how easy gear is to get, people's expectations are going to be the level of gear that is realistically obtainable, depending on how long they plan on playing a character. So like, most people, they might play a character for a week, and like whatever they can get in a week is their expectation. It's still the same now, it's just the gear that they get in a week is way stronger. And regardless of how easy it is to get gear, there's always like a certain point of diminishing returns where, like, whether it's really easy or really hard to get to a gear, once you play for a certain amount of time, there's always the point where each additional upgrade is going to take like twice as long as the last upgrade. This patch, it feels mandatory? Yeah, I agree. Anything less than 500 just feels like a poo-poo build. Which I don't think it needs to be the case. They could have, like, jacked up the difficulty quite a bit. But as I've said before, too, is the acquisition rate of gear for CoF players is directly tied to experience. So if they just make the game harder without increasing the reward, CoF players are going to suffer. Like, they're going to be even worse relative to Merchant Guild and Endgame. What do you think about 1.1? Looks very basic. I don't know. I'll have to see when there's some actual patch notes and some more details before I can really have an opinion on it. Mana situation is pretty bad right now. If Room Master gets nerfed to the ground, you start new. God, these pops are so painful. Sounds like I'm talking about a pimple. Nice. Alright. Room Master is not just strong. Feels good to play. Yeah, I think so. I like Rune Master as a character. Did I look at this pile of crap? I forget. There's so many piles. Will you still play Remaster next cycle? I have no idea. It depends so much on what they change. There's going to be a bunch of buffs, nerfs, and changes, and maybe new skills. Like, who knows? I can't really comment on what I'm going to play until I have more information. We're still like 2 months out or something. Ward might get a... Yeah, I hope Ward does get a rebalance. I generally like to play things that are strong, and I find after a while it gets a little bit boring when all your characters just look the same. It's just the same cookie cutter. Take a good build, insert Ward, now you have a better build. Like that's a boring formula. You can't aim detonating arrow with controller. Well, that's a rip. I didn't realize you had to aim detonating arrow. I thought it just auto-aimed for you. I don't know. I haven't played that one. I don't play overpowered builds, guys. That's why I haven't played that. I only play balanced ethical builds. You buff HP instead? I don't know. I don't like the whole mentality of like never nerf, only buff. Cause like so if you only buff things, either you end up at a point where everything is overpowered relative to the difficulty of content, or you also increase the difficulty of content with the buffs, and then it's no different than a nerf. There needs to be a functional change to how the mechanic works. Yeah, probably. I don't even know how they're gonna make that work. But like Mike was saying, is that Ward is hard to balance because it lends itself really well to min-maxing. They want to have it in a state where it's like usable while leveling, but not like completely broken when you stack stats on top of it. And even like right now, when you look at like Ward retention, Like, you stack int, and you get so much ward retention. Even if I don't build ward that fast, I just stack it on. I just keep piling on the ward over and over and over, and then whenever I eventually take a hit, I just have a huge EHP pool. Monsters are not receiving any damage and then getting one-tapped? Do monsters have ward? Is that a thing? If they do, I'd never actually noticed. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Ah, shit, we have a... No? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh yeah, speaking of crazy gear, look at these boots that we got the other day. Look at that. It's a 12 int, 2 LP Blood of the Exile, with 2 LP, and then I slammed a T6, T7 onto it and hit both. Isn't this just the most disgusting boot you've ever seen on a CoF character? Can't believe I actually hit that. Like, what? Like, what are these boots? This is actually crazy. Alright. I also hit a T7 CDR on my Strands of Souls. We have some actually really bonkers gear. Do I have enough CDR to stunlock? We're at 79. I don't know if I have enough CDR. I think I might need a CDR belt. Yeah, let's grab CDR belt. Okay, what are we at now? 112, that's probably fine. Nice boots. Yeah, these boots are pretty gross. Right. So I don't have the duration node here. The plus 20% duration. So I'm not actually sure if I can stunlock Shade. You got multi and spell crit on your ladle? Wait. Don't you want cast speed? I'm pretty sure cast speed is like priority. Cast, oh, you got cast speed. Okay, yeah. Okay. Grats, that's awesome. Yeah, I know you've been working on that for a while. It's hard to get ladles as CoF. Ooh, do we still get the stun lock even without duration? I think we do. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. This could be a little bit scary. Damn, our damage is not great. We lose haste without Flame Rush. Yeah, I feel like our damage is a lot lower. This is pretty bad. Although I think this is also high health enemies take less damage, yeah. Okay. You can trade back items? I didn't realize you could trade multiple times. I thought once you give an item to somebody, it's like untradeable. I've only ever dropped 3 3LP ladles. This feels really bad. You can do it as many times. Oh, okay. Well, that's news to me. Ah, there we go. It's going a little bit faster now. They need to fix party play? Yeah, 100%. Party play crashes so much. Like half the time I try and party with somebody, I can't even join their area without crashing. It's pretty bad. Also, see how much lower our ward numbers are? We're not running Celestial Doom anymore. $35k is really good for no Celestial Doom though. That's a lot of ward. Alright, let's get ready. One more. Wait, what? Oh shit, I was hitting the wrong button. That was a little bit scary there for a second. Completing prophecies together? Yeah. Party prophecies are really good, because you can trade all of them. You can gift them. I've done that before with friends. Or, I guess I should say I've done donating. I haven't been the recipient, unfortunately. Alright, this is painful. Like, look how far off the screen these items scroll. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit better. I'm gonna have to move them, I think, so I can actually deal with this pile of loot. Wait a minute, I thought I had another apostate 2 OP, didn't I? Almost certain I did. Unless I already deposited that. Yeah, I must have. How come I didn't get 2 or 3 OP belt? What? You crazy? Those belts are so hard to get with 2 or 3 LP. I've been farming this timeline for I don't know how long. I've only dropped 1 2 LP and it was a low roll. Yeah, you need to be crazy lucky. You have a 2 OP belt? Well, damn you. Congrats. That's pretty lucky. Almost same chance as 2LP Twisted. I haven't actually looked at it, but I assumed it was more rare. Maybe I've just been unlucky with them. Okay, hold on. I keep 2LP Apostate. $162 mana gain. That's a really good roll. 162 is great. What is mine? 174, but it's only a 1 LP. Yeah, just play offline. I guess you could. I feel like this might actually be easier to do it this way. It's definitely less headache inducing. Wonder if there's an Omnis in this pile somewhere. Inventory search? Oh, that'd be so nice. Yeah. I'd be really happy with that. I mean, it's not the perfect fix. We want better filters, but just an inventory search, I'd be a happy guy. But even then, I still have to pick all the crap up. I mean, filter is what we really want, but any small improvement. Oh, there's a ring in this pile. 1 LP. Also, one thing I've noticed with CoF when you get these giant loot piles, sometimes the items like sort of bug out a little bit and they'll appear behind other items. So you could end up missing like a 4 LP Twisted Heart. Just hiding behind. No Omnit? Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes. I think I've only ever dropped like maybe 3 LP Omnis. I don't know why it's so unlucky. Feels bad. Alright. I'm gonna put my time glasses away. Am I still collecting these? I don't even remember. Yeah, I am. My stack of rare jewelry. Just for fun. Not actually any reason. I'll keep this here. Actually, I think I can grab one more node in here. It's nothing really worth taking though. Yeah. Yeah. Still not actually sure if I prefer Celestial Doom over the reactive ward setup. Been kind of trying the reactive one. It seems it's not bad. I feel like I move around quicker with teleport though. It's instant and it has more range, I think. Similar cooldown. Has no element though, so it kind of screws up my runic invocation. I feel like this feels pretty good actually. How much armor we get? Oh shit. Fire boys. Is having armor from Inferno more tank than the 1k armor on... Yes, because Flame Ward does not have 100% uptime. Because the charges don't recharge in parallel, they recharge like sequentially. So you either have to like wait for them to recharge while you're out of combat, or you don't have 100% uptime. But even still, with this current setup, it's hard to fit Flame Ward in. You'd have to spec Flame Ward and then take it as cold to fit it into the cold fire cold. So I think optimally, if you were like doing an arena push or something, you would drop Snap Freeze. Actually, Snap Freeze is giving me 250 armor too. This is on cooldown, I get 250 armor here. But with Flame Ward, if you want, you could drop Snap Freeze and then grab Cold Flame Ward. And then you can still keep unspec'd Snap Freeze on your bar. But then you also get the Flame Ward, which is 1000 armor. Gets multiplied by all of our percent armor, which we have a lot. 2 charges is 80% uptime? No. No, it doesn't actually increase your uptime. It's like you still need to wait, like once you use your 2 charges, you still need to wait the 8 seconds or whatever it is for it to recharge. It's kind of up to preference though. I think Flame Ward might be better than Snap Freeze. But I keep Snap Freeze because I use it for the boss anyway. For Shade. Otherwise you have to swap in and out every time. I think that's what Retribution does. He has Flame Ward spec'd, and then every time he fights Shade, he despecializes Flame Ward, specializes Snap Freeze, which is a complete pain in the ass. I don't like doing that. but I think it would be a little bit more optimal. I do miss my big ward numbers though. Damn, look at this poor guy. He dropped the Wings of Argentus with no LP. Unlucky. I hear those things like always drop LP. Ice Barrage? You don't need Ice Barrage, that doesn't do anything. You can already stun lock just with Snap Freeze alone. Did I look at the middle pile? I don't think I did. No. Three LP, sure, I'll take it. Pretty sure I don't need any more 2 LP Bleeding Hearts. I think I have like way more than I'll ever need. It's fine though. I feel like this current setup might be pretty good. Feels tanky. Especially with the armor on the gloves. Another Aurora Time Glass, sure. Has anybody found a 4 LP item? Feels bad. Oh. Oh my god. What am I doing? I think I need some shock chance. I'm not actually shocking very much. Maybe I need a shock chance idle. I think only my spark charges are applying shock right now. Once I burn through all these prophecies, I still have enough favor to do the whole thing over again. That is painful. I'm taking way less DOT damage right now. Maybe this armor setup is actually better. Wait, what? Where was even the boss? I didn't even see it. Just spawned and died. One LP. Actually, my other ladle has chance to shock on it. I should be using that. Completely forgot I even had that. You can just swap out ladles. How much damage does this beam do? Actually, not even that much. Let me see. Actually, with this setup, I can kind of tank those beams. Normally those are a one-shot. With all the extra armor and the armor applies to DOT, I feel a lot tankier. How long does it take to ramp up that much corruption? Really long time. Even if you could one-shot every monster and never die, it would probably still take you probably weeks. So you only get like maybe 40 or 50 corruption per shade kill, and then you have to go farm them. You have to get like the gazes, so you need to fight the boss several times between each shade. Yeah, it takes a long time. Three LP axe, sure. Maybe it's possible to push the corruption faster, but I don't know. It is time consuming. At least it's better than Arena though, right? Could be worse. Hey, I actually remembered to update the build command. Let's go. Wasn't sure if I remember to do that. Oh, that's actually out of date now that I think of it. I changed my account name. It's now the same as my character name. Yeah, if you want to see my current setup, you'll have to do the import. The one on the sheet is the one from the guide. I'm just experimenting with some different stuff right now. How much is worth the grind? I mean, worth the grind is kind of subjective in any game. It depends what you want out of the game. If you want to min-max your gear and have the best character possible, then pushing corruption is the only real way to do that. Because like the way it works with favor is like as you gain favor, it's based on the experience. And if you look at the echo modifiers here, 4,000% increased experience. So that's basically like 4,000% more favor as well. So at least if you want to play CoF, you have to push corruption to min-max your character. There's basically no other way. I am liking this current setup though, it feels really good. I forgot I was going to change ladles for more shock chance. Right now I have blind. I see a lot of ranged enemies are missing. I feel like blind is actually really strong. Maybe I don't want to give that away. What is this? T5. Maybe it's not worth giving up the blind. Any of you guys remember offhand which idols have chance to shock? Is it the stout idols? The 2x1s, right? This music sounds like Stranger Things. Like the intro theme. Probably a rip-off of that. Yeah, let's try swapping ladles. feel like I actually lag less with the Fire Frost lot. Where's my frame rate? Huh. That's weird. Just notice my frame rate doesn't drop as much. You're off. Good night, everybody. Alright, have a good night. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, there's totally another item in there. Nope. QLP woven? Cool. I think this setup might actually be good for Arena. Wow, I actually hit the T4 seal, and then I didn't even get to T2. No Shattered Crown. Alright, now it's starting to get a bit laggy. What build is this, a Frostclaw? This is Ladle build. I'm just experimenting with some different stuff right now. It's still the Ladle build, I'm just running it with fire. Oh. Holy, getting really bad frame rate all of a sudden. Dropping down to like 10 frames. There we go, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I'll show the build in a second. Yeah, so it's just the standard Nova build with Ladle, except I'm stacking a bunch of armor. So when I'm using Teleport instead of Flame Rush, and I get armor on Teleport and also a bunch of ward. You can see my armor goes up to 5,000. And I also have armor on the Snap Freeze while it's on cooldown. That takes me to 6,000 armor, which is quite a lot. It's basically permanently up. And then in addition to that, I also have Runeward Inferno because Frostclaw is fire. So I get another 30% multiplier, armor per shock. So that takes me to, what is it? Almost 8,000 armor. Effective armor. And then the 6,000 at least works on the 35% armor mitigation applying to DOT. So the idea is that I am pretty tanky, thanks to the armor here. And the armor, where was it? Here. And then we're also running Reactive Ward with the Silver Rune and dropping Celestial Doom here. So this is like a little bit of a different variation. You get like huge ward numbers on rares and bosses with the Celestial Doom, but yeah. Armor build? Maybe. I'm testing it out. It could be new meta. It does feel pretty tanky in general when I'm not dropping all of my frame rate. I don't know why that's going on. I'd like to get the blind on hit in my build, but I need the shock. If I can get a shock idle, that'd be pretty good. Let's see. Chance to shock on hit is a prefix. There's also the 1x4. Chance to shock on lightning. We have a build guide coming? Maybe. We'll see. If it turns out to be good, I'll probably put something together. Shock on hit is a stout idol. I don't think I have. Could run Osirian, I guess. Probably not ideal though. Can't believe we don't have any shock on hit idols. Is it even in my filter? So stout. We have shock. Not even showing them on my filter? Oh no, what am I doing? It's not good. That's a problem. Alright, let's do stun or shock. I really need a shock chance idol. Basically anything. I feel like the blind is pretty strong. I like the blind for the range enemies, but not having shock is a little bit painful. Yeah, you see our armor is pretty high. Yeah. Especially after the multiplier. I could even run Static Shell. Static Shell might be interesting. Yeah, without shock, it's pretty bad, because then I don't get any of the armor multiplier. I think I lose a bunch of my damage too. Really need a shock idol. I might run some idol prophecies. Try and grab one real quick. Problem is the stout prophecies are really overpriced. I don't know if it's intended. Why is this showing up? Yeah, let's go grab some stout prophecies. Oh wait, I can get blind and shock. Otherwise it's just pain and sadness. Might grab Rune Creation if I see them too. Stout Idol, here we go. Boss though. Grand Idol. Stout from Rare, I can do that. It's quite a lot of them. I think we'll grab maybe one or two more. Shade. I don't think I want Shade. It takes too long for me to get that. Something more accessible. Rune of Creation, Argentus, no. Rare enemy tier 2, I can go do that real quick. It's fine. Sure. Amber Elemental small. No, that's not what we want. I think we'll grab one more stout. Be rot, no thanks. Rune of Creation. Sure. There's all my idols. Stout from Shade. I don't want Shade though. Come on. Scorpion, sure. Alright, that's good. I think we have dungeon. I'm gonna go kill some rares in a dungeon, see if I can drop one. And we will grab our speedy boots, because why not? Alright, we have our go fast build now. We'll do a lightless run, why not? Why no shade? I am running shade. I just want prophecies that I can complete really quickly. So I'm just trying to get some idols. I will do shade though, once I get it. It's just I only get to do shade every probably 45 minutes or so. So they take a long time to get the prophecies done. Yeah, I just want to grab a couple idols and see what I actually get. I don't really feel like waiting an hour to get all my drops. I just do the quick prophecies. We'll just do a quick lightless run and see if we can... I think it was... What did I need? It's like 7 rares or something. What was it? 6 rares, okay. Yeah, so we'll do that. If we're really lucky, we can drop a Core of the Mountain, and if we do drop one, we will slam it. And if not, business as usual, I guess. Chance to shock, there we go. Cold res though, it's not great. With health, sure. Lightning damage. See if we can get a better one than that. Actually, this one is pretty good. If I get cold res, I don't need cold res on... I don't need cold res on something else. Yeah, now I'm overcapped on cold res, so I can take it off some of my other crap. What does this even go up to? 17. I don't think we need a high roll. We do so many hits that it's not a big deal. Alright, now we just go find the boss. I feel like teleport is better than flame rush for dungeon running. So you just put your mouse cursor where you want to go, and it's instant. Whereas flame rush is there's the collision with terrain and not instant. Yeah, I'm liking teleport. Let's tank this attack, see how much damage it does. Not very much. It's good to know. Yeah, I'm liking teleport. Flame Rush does give us Frenzy though, which we don't have right now. So we lose 20% cast speed by not using Flame Rush, unless I could get it on my boots. But my boots are already basically irreplaceable. I don't think it's possible for me to get better boots. At least not as CoF. I'm just way too lucky. Helmet. 1 LP. Nope. Alright, back we go. Doesn't Flame Rush go farther as well than Teleport? I don't think so. Flame Rush doesn't go further, and it's also not instant. And you bump into things and it glitches out more. There's a few maps where Flame Rush kind of just bugs out and you get stuck. Then you have to teleport to get out anyway. You sold your Steam back. They won't play this game. You invested it into crypto. Is crypto up again? It's always all over the place. I feel like it changes day to day. So we have our shock chance now. What's our cold res at? 86, so I can drop 2 of these. Yeah. Oh, you want to see the TP tree? Sure. Yeah. Just super basic tree here. I grabbed the cooldown recovery. I grabbed the armor while on cooldown. I grabbed the ward on TP per int, some ward retention, some other stuff here. Actually, now that I think of it, I feel like this convert doesn't actually help much with Twisted Heart already. I don't think we really need it. I'm gonna try changing this up a bit. There we go. We have global CDR. I think I like that a bit more. I also think that ward retention might be better. Yeah. I think 1 point in this is okay because it procs the reactive ward with the changes we made to our build. Most crypto is going sideways right now. I used to mine Ethereum back in the day, but they changed. Actually, at some point it just became like not even worth the effort. And then I think they changed. What was it? How more is created. These are 4, 13. I don't want that. Low rolls. Mage games? What are mage games? I have 18. Games with magic skills. Oh, I have no idea. I think most games in this genre have some sort of magic skills. PoE, Diablo, was it like Arc or something? Torchlight maybe? I don't know. It's definitely a lot. Maybe you want to play some Skyrim. Good old times. Baldur's Gate? There you go. There's another one. That's some pretty good idols here. I think we have a prophecy for the Immortal Eyes, which is why I'm clearing them. Zero P Osirian? No. Parabar Ring is better than a 0 P Osirian. It might even be better than a 1 LP Osirian, to be honest, because the Parabar also gives armor. And some res, too. Parabar Ring is surprisingly good for this build. Or just in general, it's one of the best set items in the game, I think. They've been carrying? Yeah, they're really good. It's hard to replace them. You need a really good Exalt to beat Parabar Ring. I'll just get another tab here. Stash tab 182, because why not? This is not... Yeah. These are all shock, right? Yeah. It's this one I think we will use. What's the name of the attribute on my glove? Are you talking about the armor mitigation for DOT? It's the experimental affix. This is what you want for high corruption defense. Yeah, that one's really good. Actually, we need to balance out our items here. We don't need cold res anymore now that we have this idol. It's armor with a U. This goes up to 27. Do we have any 27s? No. 26. I need better idols. Armor idols. Might as well get a little bit of health here. Why not? There, 75, perfect. Get a bit more armor, a bit more damage, a bit more health. Not bad. We don't actually need it, because we get free 25 here with... Oh, actually we also get from teleport. They both give cold res. Okay. Maybe I don't need any cold res on these then. Whatever, this is fine. Why mountain? Mountain gives up to +10 all attribute. Which is, intelligence is like everything we're sacking is intelligence. Attunement is mana, dexterity is dodge, strength is % armor. So this piece can give us up to like 85% increased armor. So if I take it off, like you can see with our stuff up, we go from 4,700 to 5,800. It's a huge difference. And then we also get the immunity. Core is just like an amazing chess piece. And the other issue with static shell, the more armor against shocked enemies, it doesn't work with the Eternal Gauntlet affix, like the armor mitigation applying to DOT. It only works on character sheet armor, so this number here, and the static shell doesn't increase your character sheet. So it doesn't really synergize with the rest of our build. A little bit unfortunate. They're both fine though. I could try using static for a bit and see how it feels. Why not? It really kills my mana though. I lose a bunch more mana, don't I? Yeah, another 10. It's kind of painful. We can try it. Let's see. With no LP. It's a lot easier to get LP Static Shell than it is to get LP Core of the Mountain, though. Even no LP? No. No. If you ever have an item that has a T7 int on it and you're trying to decide between that or another item, it's always worse. You always want the int. The item with int. Every time it's better. We also get a little bit more damage, I think. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe they're probably pretty similar. Just the core gives extra int as well, which is a bunch of damage. We don't really lose that much armor. Like the one? How come I am using teleport instead of flame rush? I'm just experimenting with it, seeing how it feels. No flame ward? No, I can't put flame ward on my bar because it is fire. I already have a fire skill, so I would have to make flame ward cold. Which you can do, but I'd need to spec into it, which I'm not currently. I'm spec'd into teleport because it gives me a bunch of flat armor, and also a bunch of ward every time I use it. Or I'll show the tree real quick. Yeah, so I grabbed teleport because I get armor while it's casted recently. This is a bunch of armor. And we also get a bunch of ward. We get ward gained per int. So this is like 200 ward every time we cast. So you can see we get quite a lot of ward. Why is it? Every time I use teleport, it says I've completed the quest again. That's weird. Is this a bug? This has got to be a UI bug, right? I never noticed that before. Seal the vial gate. Huh. That's weird. But yeah, I can't flip flame ward on our bar because it would screw up the runic because we need the frostfire frost. So it gives us the frost guard. How are people getting perfect rolls on Swaddling? You've been through 20 of them and never gotten? There's no strategy, it's just luck. I have 2 Swaddlings that I've rolled so far. This is the first one, we got T7 int, T7 shred, so that's pretty good. And then the second one we rolled, where was it? The second one we got T7 health, T7 armor. So we only got T4 int. I don't know, it's just RNG, there's no strategy. You just try and get as many as you can and roll them. People playing Merchant Guild, I'm pretty sure they're just buying them. If you're CoF though, you just run the glove prophecies and roll them as many as you can. It'll take a while to get a good one. I also find teleport is better as an ability. RNG gods, yeah, exactly. It's all just RNG. Oh, what the hell? You've gotten the worst RNG luck on this game out of all games you've played. Oh no. Yeah, your luck does sound pretty, I was about to say unlucky. But yeah, basically. You feel CoF is much more engaging mid-cycle onward? The pains of buying a billion gear for farming for, yeah. Yeah, I think what I'm doing is very targeted. It's very deliberate. I mean, I guess it's the same for you farming for a specific piece of gear, but I just buy all the prophecies and I get items and whatever. But some items are just basically unobtainable for CoF players. Like a 2 OP Core of the Mountain is probably not going to happen. Whereas for Merchant Guild, it's at least impossible, or in theory it's possible. Same with like boots, I'll probably never get a 3 LP of a good boot. And even like 2 LP prisms, all these are expensive items, but for me it's like basically impossible. A 4 LP ladle is probably never going to happen. I think both guilds have their weaknesses. Getting like really good exalt bases is also very hard for CoF, because you can't target specific base types. It's possible, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing for CoF, except it's basically not possible. If it's like a boss drop or a mage drop or something, we aren't really in a better spot than you. The only difference is we don't have the option to buy it. You took a week off because you missed. Oof. 800 mil in slams, that's rough. That's some big spicy slams. I feel like the Static Shell might actually reduce the damage of DOTs. I feel like I'm not taking that much DOT damage right now. I need to find another eyeball to test it. This EHG said that they don't interact with each other. Maybe they do though. I think I've been pretty lucky with my slams overall. I have some pretty crazy items that you wouldn't expect to have on a CoF character. Like I don't think that my character is the norm. Like there's a lot of good luck. The amount of RNG in the game? Yeah, I think that's just the genre. That's how ARPGs are. It's just filled with RNG to make the end game feel more deep, I guess. If everything was deterministic. You got some crazy luck on yourself? Yeah, luck doesn't even begin. When I hit the double red rings, it give you FOMO. Oh no. Yeah. There's only a few slams that I missed that were really, really painful. Most of the big ones I did get. I missed my 10 all attribute Core of the Mountain slam, which was really painful. I've missed a handful of my 3LP ladles, those were also really painful. Next level amount of RNG. Oh shit. I wasn't paying attention, I died to the DOT. That's not smart. Alright, so maybe we can't face tank that. If I was running the old version of the build, I probably would have been okay. So we just build up a lot more ward. You have 15 plus 4 crit. See, you say CoF is better, but I haven't even dropped that many, and I spent a lot of favor on helms. Or, I mean, not better, but like easier in the mid-cycle. I think I've only ever dropped maybe 4 prismatic gazes with 4% crit, 2 LP. Unless you're talking about 1 LP. I have dropped quite a lot of those. You like static? Takes too long to farm the... Yeah. Yeah, it is a pain to farm the mountain chest, I agree. Static is good. I think Prism Wraps is also pretty good. It's another option. Prism Wraps doesn't work very well with the reactive ward tech though, because you just full heal with the amount of leash it gives. 1 OP? Oh. Okay, fair enough. I thought you were talking about 2 OP. Yeah, I'm putting Core of the Mountain back. How many runes of creation do we have now? We need more? 33? That's fine. Yeah, the inflation was pretty bad. They really messed up the market there with that gold dupe. A 2 LP Prism Gaze with 2% is close to $1 billion? What? Wait, what do you mean with trash stats? You mean one that's already been slammed? Oh, this is dodge crit avoid. No wonder I'm not doing damage. Yeah, that's really expensive. To be fair though, it's hard to compare with the amount of gear that I farm, because I've been basically playing the whole league at very high corruption, dumping like probably tens of millions of favor into items. Like at this point I've just played the game so much that you'd have to be a pretty crazy merchant guild player to have that many items. How many hours in this season? I don't know. How would I even see that? If I had to guess, I would say over 500. But I'm not sure. Let's see, does Steam say? Let's see, Steam. It says I currently have 1,400 hours in the game, and I'm pretty sure when 1.0 launched I had 800. So that'd be 600 hours. 600 hours in this cycle. I figured it would be more. More total, I guess. $800 hours. You have 800 hours this cycle? Or total? That's a lot of hours. I thought I played a lot, but that's like next level. This cycle, yeah, that's crazy. %30 of your time is reconnecting. That doesn't sound normal. Is that a computer issue or a network issue? It's only 12. We have a 14 shade of 3 stacks. Sure, let's do that. Mana situation's a little bit questionable right now. Alright. Memory leak? Oh yeah. Well, that I'm familiar with. I spent 200 hours trying to make the Necro Golem answer. Yeah, Wraithlord is way better. Wraithlord is actually a strong build, unlike the other ones. Wraithlord deletes corruption, 100%, yeah. Agreed. I think most of my time is Rune Master as well. I started with Warlock. Poison one is buggy. It's a little bit scary. Hopefully we can properly stunlock it. You hit the leak wall every 5th mono. Every 5th though? It seems like a lot. Usually it takes me a bit longer than that. What happens when you... Do you just like drop a bunch of frame rate? Oh crap. Absolutely not. I am not dealing with those void things. I screwed up my combo. Those void bubbles are no joke. After it hits 14 gigs of RAM. Oh. I might be okay. I have 32 gigs of RAM and 16 VRAM. So I think it probably takes me a bit longer until it bogs down. DDR6. I think I'm 5. I don't remember. Yeah, this setup is not great for mana. With the Fire Frost Clay, I lose 1 level, which kind of screws my mana a little bit. It's strange that it's eating that much though. That's a lot. I feel like we do less damage with this version of the build. And allocate more funds to fixing the leak, yeah. I don't know if CPU is the issue. I definitely do not have a $600 to $1,000 CPU. I have like a $300 CPU from 4 years ago, and it's okay. My GPU is pretty good though, so that might be it. But yeah, my CPU is pretty trashed here by today's standards. Oh, what? Why did I stop casting? This game doesn't like integrated graphics. I don't think any modern games like integrated graphics. That's a big issue. If you ideally do not want to be using integrated graphics. There's also a pretty big gap between $1,000 CPUs and integrated graphics. There's like definitely a lot of middle ground. Yeah, I understand that it is an optimization problem. The game does have an issue. But a better computer should help. I mean, it's not a solution. There's no reason why this game should have worse performance than Diablo 4, which has significantly better graphics and more effects and like all sorts of different things going on. The fact that I get worse frame rate in this game is not good. Yeah, D4 run. Yeah, exactly. This can run D4 on a Steam Deck even. This game, probably not. But it's also like a different system with different architecture too. I don't think that it necessarily means the game is not optimized if it doesn't run on different systems that are not. Like they developed this game for PC on a PC. So it's somewhat understandable if it doesn't work as well. You saw people with a 4090 have the problem? Rip. That is not good. Yeah, I'm not gonna defend the optimization of Last Epoch, it's terrible. I like the game, but that's one big problem. Can I pick up more prophecies? We have A-Bomb, Mage, Scorpion. Probably start grabbing some more. Let's drop them in. Yeah, it's really bad. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Some people have and some not. That's strange. You would think it would be constant, right? Like something like a memory leak. That's like you code the game in a way and there's like it's running processes and never like it just keeps creating new entities and never cleans them up. Like that shouldn't depend on your computer. That's in the coding of the game. It's really strange that it would be for some people and not others. Unless they're doing some really specific stuff with like memory manipulation. And some CPUs like they don't process it properly. I don't know. That shouldn't be an issue. Doesn't really make sense. They use Unity, yeah they do. They do use Unity. I imagine Unity does a lot of the memory management stuff for them, probably. I don't know how deep they need to dig into that stuff themselves. But also it's possible depending on how they built it. It might not even be Unity's fault. I remember I tried to make a really simple game in C#, and I was like creating projectiles, and they weren't like, even once they went away, they weren't like visual on the screen. They were still taking up memory. Like as I kept like shooting, it would just take up more and more memory, and it just kept building up. So I had to actually like code in a way for them to like properly be destroyed after they weren't on the screen anymore. So it's entirely possible they aren't cleaning up items that aren't visual or visible to you anymore. Every update past 1.01 made it worse and worse. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I feel like I might have had the same experience. I don't remember. I just know my frame rate's a lot worse when I stream, which is expected. I generally get pretty good frame rate when I'm not streaming, but eventually after like 4 or 5 hours of play, it starts to break. It's probably more hours than one needs to play though. Maybe it's like those Korean games that have they have like the warnings built into the game, where every few hours they're like, oh, you've been playing for a long time, you need to stop playing. Maybe it's like that. It's telling you that you need to stop playing the game because you've been playing it too long. That could be it. The frame rate only slows down if the GPU knows you're good looking. Alright, I'm okay with that explanation. I think that makes sense. Does that mean I'm only good looking some of the time? The new Apple Watch? Oh no. Wait, who are we talking about? The GPU? I'm a little bit lost too. If I can last a long time. I don't even know if we're talking about the game anymore. It could be anything. I'll have you know that this is a PG-18 stream. It was an innuendo, yeah. I got it. I caught the innuendo. I'm getting the Shade Prophecies. It'll just take way too long to clear. It's very suboptimal. A what, Hendo? A Nintendo. A Damtari. What is a Damtari? Is that like an old Atari system? I don't think I ever had one of those as a youngster. Atari that doesn't work. Oh. Well, there you go. There's a project. You can fix it. You spent 1,500 euros on Lost Ark. Holy crap. That is a lot of euros. This sounds like a pay-to-win game. I don't know. I can't imagine spending that much money on a game that isn't pay-to-win. I guess, like, people get the cosmetics. Suppose it's not that weird. Total pay to win. 1,500 is nothing for Lost Ark? Ah, rip. You spent 8,000 on Diablo Immortal. Oh my god. What? That's like mind-blowing. What did you get for that? Like just gear and stuff? Or is it like a loot slot machine? How does that work? Amazon brought those type of games? Oh, you're talking about the Eastern like the gacha games? Is that what they're called? Half of your guild is like 20 to 100k accounts. What even... How does this even work? How do people have, like... Or is this just rich people? Like, who has $100,000 in their game account? Although it's also possible, like, I know content creators, they're given, like, free game items, like, to promote the game. I'm not even, like, a big content creator, but I had several games, like, say that every dollar I spend on the game, they would reimburse it. Or something, plus also give, like, a little bit extra, too. I think they want people to do that just to, like, make it look like that's normal. Like, they're trying to normalize that level of, like, gambling and spending and stuff. Like, a lot of these games will, like, they'll give you all the money to do the gambling in the game. Oh, that's rip. Popular in Korea? I think the big ones are like China, right? I think China is the worst for like crazy levels of pay to win. But they're usually on separate servers. Warcraft Rumble? What is Warcraft Rumble? Is that like a mobile game? Waiting for more content. I don't really understand the appeal of those types of games. Whales and addicts. I guess, yeah. Mobile Blizzard game, Warcraft Universe, okay. Yeah, I don't think that, like, Last Epoch is very predatory with their spending. There isn't even that much cosmetic stuff in the game to begin with. Or any, like, optional stuff in general, there's very little. Chinese Diablo Immortal has a completely different terms of service. Interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Last Epoch is cheap, I agree. Yeah, the mobile games just sound like a huge slot machine. Like, might as well just go to the casino at that point. It doesn't really seem... I don't... It's just hard for me to, like, grasp the idea of spending, like, tens of thousands of dollars on a game. Like, at least at the casino, you get the thrill of, like, potentially winning big money back? I don't know. Diablo Immortal is made by a Chinese studio. Huh. I thought Blizzard, like, announced it. Or did they just, like, take the IP? Or, like, have somebody else develop it or something? Mobile games are typically pay to play? Yeah, that's my understanding. I never really got into mobile games. I don't think I've ever played a mobile game. Not that I can remember, at least. Partner IP? Yeah. Actually, I think I played mobile games when I was much younger, but they were just like random games that came with the phone. You didn't pay anything. Actually, I might grab some regular idols too. One by one, what are these? I think we want Begonian idols. Yeah. Licensing? Yeah, probably. That would make sense. I feel like Blizzard has really declined a lot in the last decade or so. Just really disappointed with everything they put out. It's 4:13. Oh, rip. It sounds like bedtime. You have to get your 1,000 hours in this cycle. Can't get that if you're gonna sleep. I don't know if there's any time for sleep. Microsoft. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. Usually play a bit and then take a break. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's good to take the breaks sometimes. Go outside and make sure that the grass is still there every now and then. You never know. It's hard to get these idols. Farming idols is such a pain. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the next cycle too. With the bosses and stuff, I think it's gonna be exciting. I'm also pretty excited for them to just rebalance some classes and builds and whatever, and mix things up. A little bit tired of the current meta. Play in front of a window, then you'll always see the grass. I do. I just have to look outside. I don't even have to go outside. I can just look. It's great. This is min-maxing. You're training and playing? What are you training for? Are you talking like fitness training? Or like mental fitness? Yeah? These idols are so rare. I don't want to do lightless right now. I'll take a creation. I feel like this should be more than 15%. There's not many prophecies of each type. Like 15% per level. CrossFit, running, boxing, and wrestling. Oh. What's your background? Is your career in like athletic related? Or sports, I guess. You won Ironman in 1998. Oh, damn. Which one was Ironman the triathlon? I don't actually remember which one Ironman was. Oh, JK? Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you could have rolled with it. I totally would have believed you. I don't know anything about Ironman. You like to train hard. Yeah? I mean, fair enough. It's one way to stay healthy. Sounds like you just like the grind. You do your intense athleticism and then you do your 800 hours in 2 months of last Epoch on top of that. That's commitment. Was I the streamer that suggested Ballista build? I don't know. I don't know if I would have suggested Ballista. That's not a build that I've played. Maybe? I suggest a lot of random builds. The next Joe Rogan. Yeah, maybe. Just gotta get the talk show going. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. Welcome to the crew. Hope I'm not lying. I don't actually know if I was the streamer that suggested that. It sounds like something I would do. Alright, are we almost done? Oh my god, we're still going. Prophecies. Rolling prophecies. Not elite professional athlete. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Have the Prime sub. Hell yeah. Thank you for throwing your Prime my way. You picked the most boring time to tune in, unfortunately. We're just rolling prophecies. I'm almost out of favor though. We'll be done. Your top sellers at 500 mil per item. That's crazy. What are the ballista daggers? Is that the gel core? $40 hours of gaming? You mean like in a row? I hope not. Three LP Joker. How did you even find these? I ran so many dagger prophecies and I only dropped like a couple. You think Joker for detonating arrow? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what the ballista dagger is. I haven't really played a whole lot of Rogue this cycle, just a little bit of the Falconer. Is it the Smoke Waver? Is that the one? Farming Winter timeline at 200 corruption. 200 corruption, big rip. That's no fun. Use it for farming mountain. Is it faster than Runemaster? I feel like Runemaster's pretty fast. 1560 with Frostcloud, nice, nice. Solid. That boss kills you on your crossbow. That's strange. There's probably something wrong with the... something missing with the build, because it shouldn't kill you. Alright, let's see if we can get some pops. I think I'm actually going to have to call it after this one, guys. I'm going to do the boss. We'll see what we get for the loot. Then I might need to head out. A little bit early today. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just attacking the boss that's invulnerable. Huge brain right there. Mother's Day prophecies? Yeah, true. It is that time. That time of year again. Oh, this mana. What is going on with my mana? Something weird is... How am I running out of mana? This doesn't make any sense. Wait, what? Why is... That's really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna fix that later. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's really stupid. I'm using a bit of a different setup right now, where my mana's worse. It's running a 24 mana cost Frostclaw, it's not great. I was trying to make it work, but with only a 183 mana pool, I run out of mana sometimes, and I don't have enough potions. Not ideal. There's also some weird bugginess with the game where sometimes you just constantly run out of mana, even when you shouldn't. Oh shit, there was like a lot of amulets on the ground. That's not good. $21 minimum. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard with Fire Frostclaw because you don't get the extra plus level from what is it? The Enigma gives plus to lightning skills. That kind of gets screwed there. 3 LP for Slam? Well, you want Intelligence and Frostclaw, probably. And then for Suffix, I have no idea. You have a lot of options. Yeah, I think I'm gonna drop. God, everything's dropping on top of itself. Unstable core would help, yeah. Should you go Ladle or Wrong Warp? It's up to you, they're both fine. Doesn't really make much difference. I think 2 LP Ladle is probably going to be a lot better than a 1 LP Wrong Warp though. In general, Wrong Warp is probably... I don't think it's as good. Low Corruption Ladle, yep, I agree. You really need the cast speed to make it work. These loot piles are so annoying. Ladle till 2k. It's definitely go a lot further than 2k with Ladle. What do we want to get with this? Grab that. These piles are so annoying. Dealing with these. Just gotta pick everything up. It's so hard to deal with them. Like, the loot pile keeps moving as you're trying to look at it. Like, there could be 4 LPs in this pile, and I don't even know. The Wrong Warp guy himself says that the Wrong Warp build is harder to get going than Ladle build. So I don't know if that is... I don't know if that's true. Yeah, the wrong warp doesn't save you from shades, though. You're still screwed either way if you can't stunlock it. It's pretty much the same issue, it just takes way longer to actually kill the shade. You need the armor and crit damage? Yeah, it's the same for both builds, though. Doesn't really matter what you pick, you're gonna have the same problem. Except with the wrong warp, you also need to get Frailty somewhere, you need to get Shred somewhere, you need to get Shock somewhere. There's a bunch of extra stats that you need, where in Ladle you don't. Would I ever consider running Frostbite? No. Definitely not. The problem with Frostbite, well, one of the main problems is another boss item I need to farm, which as CoF you're kind of limited to what boss item you're targeting. I have to pick a timeline, and the belt is probably more important until I get a good one. And then after that, the armor DOT, and it doesn't have any base armor on it and all that other stuff. You need to stack the cold res to actually get ward retention, which is hard because we don't have many suffixes available to us. Like, our suffixes are really, really limited. So we can't really stack much ward retention anyway. I just feel like it's too hard to make it work. If you were playing the cold dot version of the build, you could probably do it for some of the extra stuff it gives you. For this version, I think it's not good. Let's see what we got here. Everything good? Pretty sure we already looked at this file. I think we did, whatever. Okay, let's go. Alright, what's our mana cost at now? 17. Yeah, we dropped it quite a bit. I don't even need these notes here. I can drop those too. Pretty sure. Yeah, we're at 20. We can still do this. There we go. Cast speed. Now we won't run out of mana. Single target is lower, ward retention is lower. It's kind of frustrating with the Fire Frostclaw. You're just 1 point short of having enough celerity. you're gonna take a break. Have a good night. You have a good night too. I probably will be heading off soon anyway, so yeah, hope you're able to go to sleep before it gets too late. Yeah, I don't know. This setup doesn't feel very good for bossing. I think it might be worse than my other one. For echoes, it feels really strong. So how much armor we get for the bossing? I guess this is a... yeah. Definitely lose a lot of damage. Without the volley of glass, just a little bit painful. Oh, 4 LP. Okay. That's interesting. These can't be that rare for LP, right? I feel like I drop 3 LPs pretty often. Alright, folks. That is it for me. I'm gonna have to call it a night. Let's do a little raid on Twitch before I pack it in. It's a very small raid. Let's throw a raid over to GB1. Alright, folks. Hope you guys have a great night. That's it for me, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.